Kevin, what does change management mean to you?
Change management to me is about creating a humane organizational environment to sustain new behaviors and introduce new processes or new organization.
Stephanie, what does change management mean to you?
Change management to me, you go back to one of the #1 barriers, and that's people not understanding compelling reason for change. I think we have a lot in the way to do of packaging and extracting the messages that our constituents want to and need to hear to change. The what, the why now, the what if we didn't change. Not all leaders think about change or communicating that so robustly, so I think that's where our huge impact comes into.
Good question, Glenn. What does change management mean to me? Well, having done change management for a while, I think the best response I can give you is that change management is letting go of the past and embracing for the future. And as a change management person, I think we are responsible to help people embrace that journey of letting go of the past and embracing for the future. Hi Don, hi Kristen.
Change management, what it means to me is helping people through uncertainty and creating the easiest transition from one business process to the next.
Change management to me means thinking about all the moving parts of a change and all the scenarios that could come up and having a plan for all of them.
Change management is about creating an experience for the people we're impacting without them knowing it's happening, but in a way that makes the new less scary, maybe even them a little excited and prepared for what we'll ask them to do differently.
Hey Glenn, this is Monica out here in Victoria, Texas, and we're knee-deep getting ready for Spin. So depending on the day of the week when you ask me what does change management mean to me, you might get this. Is it different now? Is it different now? Ow!
So, Kristen, what does change management mean to you?
Well, Glenn, I'm so glad you asked. Change management to me means our business readiness team rocking out communications to our organization, really keeping everybody in the know, keeping everybody on the upfront of all of our project activity and the craziness that we live in within DSS.
So, Becky, what does change management mean to you?
Well, I was thinking about this because you told me that was going to be the question that we talked about. And when you think about the neuroscience of change management and how every single person, let's say there are 80,000 people in an organization, and every one of those has a different chemistry to their brain, psychological backgrounds. You can imagine, 80,000 people times their parents, and then you figure that the fear factor about being in an organization, what that can do to you. And so pretty soon, change comes along and you're like all just thrown, and so people have been studying this for a long time. And in organizational development circles, the first people that studied it was Beckhart, and he was pretty famous. And then other people studied, and then ADKAR came along, which made everybody a change manager. And then you're just one person and you have to do it with, how do you raise awareness? How do you do the knowledge thing? How do you get people happy? How do you get people to have a desire? Imagine trying to get somebody, we're talking about people's heads. And Glenn, are you even listening to me?
Yes. Yes, I am.
So anyway, we're talking about a very complex science, and then we talk about what fear does, and change is always about fear, and what fear does to your mind, and how different models can reduce the fear. And Glenn, come on now, buddy. Really, is this not interesting at all?
Jane, quick question.
What?
What does change management mean to you?
I don't like being on camera, Glenn.
But it's just a quick question.
I'm not answering the question.
Well, all right. Well, I'll come back later.
Please don't.
So what do you want to know?
What does change management mean to you?
It's like, okay, it's like, so you're here, right? But you need to be, like, you're here and you need to be there, right? So like you say, hey, do you guys want to change? You know what I mean? Because like you can't just be where you're at and then make it where you're going to be someday. So what you do is you say like, hey, if you want to go there, do you know how to get there? And they'll say, no. And then when they say no, you're like, hey, I can help you do it. I've got everything you need right here. And then you like, you know, get out some cash and stuff and you just sort of roll with it. And eventually they know how to do it and everything's cool.
Andrea, quick question.
I told you I'm busy.
But it's just a quick question.
I don't like being on camera.
Okay, I'll come back.
Corey.
Hi.
What does change management mean to you?
So change management means to me moving people across the change curve, helping them through their desire phase and their acknowledgement phase and moving into training and then finally execution. So to me, it's getting them through all of those steps in the process.
Andrea, quick question. Quick question? Just, what?
Kathy.
Glenn.
What does change management mean to you?
Change management to me is all about the people, right? So ensuring that they are successful with whatever change it is that they are going to experience, moving them from point A to point B, from the tools they're going to work with to the training to, again, whatever it is, those details, making sure that they are going to be successful and accept the change.
What does change management mean to you?
Change management to me is all about the human factor, making sure that we take the human concepts into place and move them from the as is into the current to be state.
Yeah, so I think organizations, they naturally have to go through change. Whether how frequent or less frequent that it should be. I think this is the nature of the current climate. And of course, change management is a structured methodology to handle that for all stakeholders within the organization.
Are you recording right now?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, change management is, oh man, you gotta.
Don't worry that 2 million people will view this on YouTube. No.
Okay, cut, I need makeup.
Change management is one of those necessity business, all right.
I mean, you were on a roll.
I know, and then I stopped. The roll stopped.
All right, I'll come back.
Got him, got me.
Sorry,
I'm supposed to look angry.
I'm not going to say anything, but someone was just behind you doing peace signs.
I did nothing. I'm just like trying to squish my face down.
And of course, change management is a structured methodology to handle that for all stakeholders within the organization. Bam!
There you go.
How long was that?
That's it. That's all she wrote.